Allison. I'm one of the educators here at Spring Valley Nature Center over in Schaumburg, and we're here today to check out some of the tracks that we might find on a nice snowy day just like this. Spring Valley Nature Center is a nature center that has about 130 acres of wildlife area. We have an attached historical farm as well, and we have about 3 miles of walking trails. So anytime you feel like you need a break from just the hustle and bustle of life or just want to reconnect with nature a little bit, feel free to come on out. We have prairie, we have woodlands, and we also have behind me our new playground. It's called Bison's Bluff. It's a big playground, it's a nature playground. So instead of having big plastic slides and climbing structures, it's meant for kids to reconnect with nature a little bit. But what we're going to do, since there's no kids out there right now, it's a great place to actually go out and look and see if any animals have been checking out the playground. Our big nature playground, and I noticed that we had a ton of deer tracks all over. Now, for tracking, even for an expert or someone that's really familiar with the animals in their area, it can still be hard to know which animals left which tracks, and that's okay. The fun part about tracking is that it's a little bit of a mystery. You can kind of put some clues together to see if you can figure out what animal is here, and at the very least, if you can't figure out what animal is here, maybe you can kind of just make up your own story. So I can tell that these guys are deer. They have the 2 toes, kind of make like a heart-shaped print. I can also tell they're pretty spaced far apart. We really don't have that many big animals that can reach that far here at Spring Valley, so it's a pretty good giveaway that it's a deer. I can also see this deer might have been a little bit tired. I can tell that it's dragging its toes through the snow a little bit. You see these lines right here? So it might have had maybe a late night or something like that. It's just a little slower going through the snow. And then I also can tell a lot of our little plants over here in our playground are actually missing their tops. So obviously the deer came here, nibbled on some of the branches, on some of the buds, getting a breakfast for themselves. So after a good snowfall, go on outside, look for some tracks, and if you can't figure out what the tracks, who the tracks belong to, always look for other clues. Look at what they ate. I don't see any scat or animal droppings around here, but that's always a good sign as well. And I also always look for any homes an animal might be in. You see tracks that lead up to a tree, and they just end right there. Pretty good guess that might be a raccoon or a squirrel, and not likely to be a deer. All right, so we were walking on the trail, and I noticed that there's a bunch of footprints in this one spot, and all these little round little balls, and that is that rabbit scat I mentioned a little while ago. And the rabbit scat, like I said before, is another clue that we can use to kind of understand what the animal's doing during the daytime or during the nighttime when we don't always see them. There's a bunch of rabbit tracks right in this one spot. So it looked like the rabbit came, sat down, ate some food, and then obviously went to the bathroom while it was down there too. And then it hopped off that way into the steeper grass. A lot of times rabbits are very common animals in your backyard or in like in a park that you can often spot. And I always can recognize a rabbit track because it almost looks like 2 exclamation points. The rabbit's big feet are actually placed in front of its track when it hops. Front feet go down first, back feet come around and go down right in front of it. So its big feet are the long points of the exclamation point, and its small front feet are the little dots. So if you ever see a bunch of exclamation points in the snow, very often it's one of the rabbits that we have out here in Schaumburg. Here at Spring Valley, we don't have any groundhogs or woodchucks anymore. We have too many coyotes for that. But if you live in a neighborhood or any of the condo buildings, a lot of times groundhogs like those type of areas. They like to live in areas where there's a lot of nice cover, where they can dig their burrows. Burrows are where they sleep at night. They have lots of tunnel structures underneath them. And it's a great place for them to raise their babies and to keep themselves safe. So a lot of times you can tell if you have a groundhog in your yard, before you actually see the groundhog, you see the tunnel that it's made, or the hole that it's made before you actually see the animal itself. Most of the time, back here in February, we don't see a lot of groundhogs because they're actually hibernating. They're one of Illinois' few hibernators. During the hibernation time, they cut their body metabolism in half. Their breathing rate goes down to, 1 breath every few minutes. Their heart rate goes down about 15 beats per minute. So their entire body just kind of slows down. The reason we have Groundhog's Day is because during this time, a lot of the males groundhogs will start waking up and will start moving around. They're all out there looking for the females. As soon as the females are up, they'll mate and start having their babies. So the guys kind of get a head start on finding where the ladies are at. The reason we have Groundhog's Day as a holiday is because for some reason, groundhogs always seem to know when the right time it is to have their babies. They're always having their babies right when spring gets started. So the legend goes is that when the groundhog pops its head up after hibernation, if it sees its shadow, no good. It got 6 more weeks of winter. But if it doesn't, spring is on its way.